from the person on bottom's perspective, right? Like we want to escape. Normally the escape is going to be like some sort of hip or elbow escape. In order to do that, right, we can't be flat. We need to turn onto our side, right? So we always tell people like, don't be flat, right? So everyone always is like, okay, we're going to turn onto our side here, right? And we're going to start shrimping. But the problem is, right, as I do this, people will normally start to try and push this elbow across and try and get a gift wrap here, right? So gift wrap, right hand, yeah, right? So here, this is gonna be really problematic, right? He's got a lot of control over my hand, right? I'm not gonna be able to just pull this elbow back here. So once I get gift wrapped, right, my normal kind of procedure here is I'm gonna wait for them to make a transition of some kind, right? Because he simply has like too much control over this elbow for me to just be able to fight this back, right? And I mean, I do have the option, I guess, to go belly down, but that's probably gonna get you more trouble than it's worth. Right, so the two main transitions that Rich has here, right, are the arm bar like we did on Monday and the back take, right? So again, for the arm bar, right, as soon as he decouples his forearm from my head, he brings it around to the neck here, right? Once he's pushing down here, I know that I need to start preparing for arm bar, right? So I'm already protecting this hand and the inside of my arm here like a rear naked choke grip, and then when he transitions, right, he throws this leg over, I'm ready to catch this leg here, right? And again, we can either use his momentum to come up or I can start, right? If he doesn't and he goes instead for the back take, we're gonna have to have a different option, right? So he's got his gift wrap, he's got his, you know, the Kimura grip. So for the back take, right, can you go ahead and do a back take really quick? Yes, right, he's gonna pull me to the opposite side, and right from here he can get his hooks in. So, my goal here is gonna be, I don't know if it's two parts, but I need to be able to keep him from pulling me over to the other side, right? And I want to keep control over his, what will be his right leg, or what is his right leg. So, can we go back? Right, so we're here, right, and he starts to make this transition, right? As he goes, right, he starts to sit back. My feet need to be engaged with the floor here, right? And I'm gonna use my feet to drive my body over this leg, right? And I've gotta keep good weight on the bottom leg, right? I don't want my butt on the floor, because if I'm light here, he's gonna be able to just turn me over to the other side, right? So I'm gonna drive so that I have good weight here, right? And now I can start turning into him, right? Or if I need to break this grip, I can too, right? So either we can bring this arm up and around here, and now I have the space to bring that elbow to the floor, right? Right, so if he's still gripping, this is a good place to break the grip, right? Where we can just kind of push, where I'm rotating my wrist as I push away, right? And I don't want to just let him re-grab it, so I want to keep it at a distance here, right? I can dig this elbow into the space if I can, right? Or I can try and remove the arm from around my head. And I like to bring my elbow to the floor here, right? And then turn and come up into the guard, right? Alright, so once he sits back, engage, and I push, and I'm staying heavy here. Alright, and now I can start trying to turn, but if I'm caught here with this gift wrap, I'm going to break this, right? And then try and get this elbow to the floor. Right, and either I can just keep shrimping and start passing here, or probably cutting your losses will be just coming up and do this close guard, which can be a pain to pass, but you know, take what you can get. I need to do this as he makes this transition here. If I wait until he's all the way over here, right, I can push, and it's gonna be too late. Like I can't get on top of his leg anymore. Now I have to start worrying about reverse triangles, all sorts of stuff. right? So see how his knee is tucked under here, right? As he goes, right, I'm thinking about driving and I want to get my shoulder over the top here, right? And then I can start making that transition, right? Classic armbar defense is going to be where I'm trying to push this leg that's on my face, right? I want to push it to the floor and get my head and then my shoulders here, right? And then same thing, right? I need to get my elbow to the floor to defeat whatever grip he has, and then I can turn into him and come up here. So like I said, getting gift wrap is a common problem for beginners because, again, we tell people to turn onto their side, right? Which is like, it is important, right? It creates space between their hips to the floor, and it also allows us to shrink, right? So what you need to know though is that when I turn to my side, I cannot allow this arm to just come to this hip here, right? This isn't gonna help me. This is actually making my life worse. All I'm doing here is exposing my back. I'm not actually escaping or doing anything productive. So when I'm here and I shrimp, this elbow stays on the same side hip, right, as my arm. So I'm able to keep him from driving up here, right? This technique is more of a no-gi thing, because the reason people like to do this and they like to turn is because of collar chokes. Right? But in gi, or no gi, I don't have to worry about that. So when I turn, I feel free to have my hands not involved with my neck. Right. That's fine. So let's say we turn onto our side and, right, like I got over ambitious and I, what is that? An elbow crossed my center line. Right? So when this happens, all right, that's fine. Right? But what I don't want to do is bring this up, right? Because if I allow my hand to come up towards my neck, he's gonna grab it, right? So I'm gonna be down here, right? I just gotta keep my hands away. Again, I'm not really afraid of being choked here, so I don't have to defend anything in particular, right? But just keep this hand away from his hand. If he starts reaching for it, I'm going to not let him get it, right? So how would you try and get a gift wrap from here? Right, and especially if they turn into that high side position, right? So,
I mean like this?
Yeah. High up.
Oh, here.
Yeah. So if this happens, right? Usually, assuming that I'm not gift wrapped yet, rapid.
So much
if assuming I'm still not gift wrapped here, this is where I like to do that thing you do, where I start to try and fish underneath this leg. And if I can get two legs under here, like even if he has whatever grip he wants here, right? He's not gonna finish it, right? You can do whatever you want. What do you want to do? Come here.
I mean, this is not a good position for me.
It's great,
right? I mean,
right? Even if he, sits
I would
for the arm.
I would want to kind of like come in here to stay here, because now if I try doing this on off balance, you're just gonna knock me over.
Can you do it?
What?
Do the thing?
Do what thing?
Armbar?
No, I can't get your wrist.
I
think you could do this to me.
Do it without it, like just throw the leg over. Right, so if he does, right, there's no way he's getting this. Assuming I keep my hand behind his leg. Right, so I can use his own limbs to hide it. Right, and then once I get double under there, I feel super, super confident.
Yeah.
Right, and even if he does nothing, I'm gonna be able to either escape out the back or I can roll you over. Right, but occasionally it can be hard to swim in there, right? So we're in the high side, we don't let him get a gift wrap, right? So I want to be able to get this under here, right? Sometimes I can with this, but this is too much elbow sticking up out of the mat, right? So instead what I'm going to do is I'm going to lift forward here so that I can get under this foot, right? And now I can shrimp back and start swimming underneath, or at least like just shove my hand under here.
That's pretty cool.
Right.
Now I can't get it back. Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Right, even if he's trying to keep this super tight here, right?
Oh, I like that.
I should be able to push it.
You never showed me that before, Kevin. You've been holding out on me, bastard. I thought we were friends, Kevin, and now I see you have these secret techniques. Not been sharing them with me.
You do that today.
No, I don't.
Alright, so if we are gift wrapped here, the gift wrap is what I got to address first. Right? If I just try and pull, it's not going to work, right? So use your other hand, and it's almost like I'm rolling out, right? Because assuming most people Kimura with thumbless grips, right? So if we pop it here, we're good, right? And now I can start trying to get under this leg.
That's pretty good. Let's do one more. Let's do one more.
Pop, heel, arm safety.
See, you're holding the whole time.
Yeah, I like this.
All right. Holding.
And if I can just swim here, right, that's a good thing, right? But if I need to.
I like that one a lot better. Can I say why?
Sure.
Because when you go to the first one where you just go with your arm in, I think there's still opportunity for me not to finish you from here, right? But I can either hold this or.
Yeah, this is problematic.
Right. So
if I can keep my elbow in, that's nice. And then from here,
I gotta get out of here.